6 years old in boarding school. Okay, so we move on to, and then my parents took me to Achimota Secondary. So I was there from 12 years, yes, and it was quite an interesting journey. Quite an interesting journey in the boarding school secondary department. That's when the life, style got more interesting, and it only gets better and more interesting, even more interesting. That was when I was in my teens now, and you know how it's like when you're in your teens. Yeah. So a mixture of the youthful vibrancy, boisterous. I was all over the place as usual. I'm still all over the place, but a younger version of all over the place. I loved art. I loved sports. I used to play volleyball, hockey, football. I used to run a bit, yeah. Lawn tennis. I still have my lawn tennis racket that my dad bought for me then when I was the age of, I think, say about 12, huh? 11, 13, somewhere there. It's still there. I see 8 cities written on it. Anyways, yeah. And I also remember that all things were being reported to me. They always call me, there's a matter or a problem. Oh, yes, I had a boyfriend. Yeah, I know you can't wait to hear that part. They used to love the way, I carried myself, let me just put it that way. And, people wished that they were like me. And, I had these later along the line, but then I didn't know. I was just me and doing what I had to do when I had to do it and how I had to do it. It was my mates, yeah, my mates. Quite a few. And I was very independent, at a very early age, therefore. And, neatness, cleanliness, tidiness, always sweeping the dormitories, cleaning, mopping, and all that. Yeah, I enjoyed all of that. I was nowhere near lazy. I was nowhere near lazy. But when I come to the boyfriend bit, I'll mention it. Maybe. I'll ask him first. All right then, yeah. So that was my journey in the secondary school. It can only get better and more interesting and more detailed as we go along. Like I said, I was born in 65. And at this point, I'm talking about the age of 12 on to 15, 16. Okay. So I'll be back. You stand by. Keep following. It gets more interesting.